Now, the inner workings of our police constabularies have often proved to be fertile hunting grounds for anyone looking for allegations of mistreatment of suspects, disrespectful WhatsApp groups, and breeding grounds for behaviour that can often verge on the criminal. We've seen police officers dismissed for behaving in a way that you wouldn't expect from someone who wasn't actually charged with looking out for public safety. We've seen officers charged and convicted with some of the most heinous crimes, including rape, sexual assault, and even murder. Those in charge of the police have a duty not only to ensure that they recruit only the most trustworthy and reliable members of the public, or at the very least those who will respect victims of crime and their families, but I'm sorry to report that once more that has not been the case. And the families of the three victims of Nottingham killer Valdo Calocane have been left sickened after it seems that graphic injuries caused by the crazed attacker were shared to a police WhatsApp group and then shared with other members of the public. The families of students Barnaby Webber and Grace O'Malley Kumar and of the caretaker Ian Coates, who also died, were stunned to learn that an officer posted details of the injuries afflicting all three while the rampage was ongoing, as well as how the police were responding to the unfolding incident. The distasteful message was sent to various officers, including PC Matthew Gell, who forwarded it to his wife and a friend. A gross misconduct hearing is currently going on where the revelations have been made public. And speaking on behalf of the three families who lost loved ones, 19-year-old Barnaby's mother, Emma Webber, slammed the needless voyeurism, which she said sickens us. She added, "What an abhorrent way to conduct an investigation. We cannot emphasise how painful this tragedy is for all of our families, and to learn that there has been internal needless voyeurism of the vicious knife attacks on our loved ones is unforgivable. We were not at any point made aware of this data breach." The latest horror follows the families of the victims calling for an inquiry into how the CPS allowed triple murderer Calocane to plead guilty to manslaughter due to diminished responsibility, thereby avoiding a life term in prison. That decision is already under review. And now the police say they are handing out final warnings, written warnings indeed, to individual officers. Others have been dealt with informally and have been given, in their words, lessons in developmental learning. How absolutely awful, how inappropriate, and unfortunately how ridiculous that this follows on from several previous cases where officers shared photos of murder victims and where two of Wayne Couzens' former colleagues were convicted of joking with him about rape 2 years before he kidnapped and murdered Sarah Everard. If the police can't control its own, is it any wonder they can't police the rest of us?